And a quick footnote to that story, those investment fees are only $2 a pop, but they can add up, so plan carefully. It's going to do it for News 6 at 5:30. News 6 at 6 with Ray and Cheryl starts right now.
You're watching WTVR-TV, Channel 6, where the news comes first. This is News 6 at 6.
Violent crimes go unsolved, and a critical backup for DNA testing may be to blame. Good evening, I'm Cheryl Miller.
And I'm Ray Collins, live on the newsroom. More on that story next, but first, police in Petersburg today arrested a bank robbery suspect this afternoon. They say Wilbert Brown robbed the Wachovia branch on Crater Road about 15 minutes earlier. Now, on to our top story. A backlog in DNA testing is keeping the police from solving more crimes statewide. For more on the story, here's our Crystal King. Crystal?
Well, Ray, the Commonwealth is in a crisis. Hundreds of criminal cases are on hold while the state's forensic lab attempts to keep up. They are overrun with a high volume of DNA that needs to be analyzed. The state forensic lab is being crushed under a tremendous amount of evidence.
I have right now 600 cases backlogged in our laboratories around the Commonwealth.
Although Virginia leads the nation in this field, it's still falling behind. Dr. Pereira tested before Congress this week about the need for federal money for state labs like this one in Richmond. He fears the backlog is creating a public hazard.
Here's a technology that can prevent victimization, and yet if you can't employ it to its maximum capacity, then you have to admit that the backlogs then can contribute to further crime.
Local police say that backlog changes how they do their work. They must prioritize their criminal investigations. Rapes, murders go first.
We could have a suspect, his data has been taken but not entered, and we don't have enough to arrest, but we can't arrest him. And then tomorrow he could go do the same thing again.
This is a data sequencer, which can run 200 samples a day. Commonwealth Biotechnologies has 7. This private company could help lower the backlog if allowed.
Most of the initial efforts for databasing were for sex offenders, and now they're expanding those to other violent criminals, to felons in general, and so the number of backlog samples is growing tremendously.
Dr. Pereira says crime scene evidence is too complicated for just any lab, other than the highly trained state forensic scientists. The doctor hopes that with additional funding, Virginia's backlog will be gone at the end of the year. Right?
Now, do other states have this problem too, Crystal?
From what I understand, there are some states that have absolutely no forensic labs, where we have 600 backlog criminal cases. Other states have tens to thousands of them.
Well, that's good news for us. It has helped, though, in some cases.
Yes, Virginia is basically at the lead when it comes to this technology.
That's good to hear. Thanks, Crystal. So here's the bottom line.
I'm already married.
Well, did you find this man in a very strange way, or it came about in a very odd way, how you found each other?